I am a fashion guy through and through. There's not a lot of evidence because I don't take a lot of pictures because I'm not always in love with my body. That's a story for another day. I used to think that beauty is pain, but I've had to unlearn that. I have chronic illness now. I can't be fine with being uncomfortable as long as the outfit eats because I need to be comfortable or my body will rebel. And because of chronic illness, I don't have a lot of headspace to make outfits every day. So I'm going to share with you my loose rules for looking put together no matter what. These rules can apply for any type of outfit that you're trying to put together, whether it is loungewear, casual, going out, dressed to the nines. All of these apply, I promise. And I stick to these so that I don't have to think too much about how I'm getting dressed, even though to start with, this will feel like a lot if you're not someone who's used to, getting coordinated. I will say on occasion I'll wear codes, but it's very rare. And if I do get codes, I tend to like mix and match with other things in my wardrobe so it's not just one outfit. And honestly, I sometimes think that matching sets can look a bit chaffy. It's just my little catty 2 cents, sorry. Even though I don't have a lot of pictures for you guys to see, I get compliments on my outfits all the time. One of my friends literally says, I feel like it's getting disingenuous now because every time I see you, I tell you you look good. Please tell me that I look good. I love to hear that. Who doesn't like to hear that? And I do have friends who have asked me to help with their wardrobe. Hopefully this will help them in putting together some outfits. Not that they're ever badly dressed. Without further ado, let's get cracking. The first tip is looking at colour palettes. This can be tricky for some people. You don't have to do the whole what is my season thing. Spring greens tend to look pretty good on me. I am a spring through and through, but I dabble in every season because there are some colours that I look surprisingly good in that aren't my season. So take the season thing with a pinch of salt. You can wear what you want to wear, but with colour palettes, basically I just want you to think about how those colours work with each other. To start off with, we have neutrals. Neutrals you can wear with any colour, even each other. So your dark neutrals are brown, navy and black. I tend to avoid black. I think it's a bit harsh for me, but I will wear it on occasion. I'm very much more of a brown girly than I am black. I'm like, I don't know, brown goth, earth goth. And your light neutrals tend to be your creams, beiges and whites. One of my favourite colour palettes to go to when I don't know what to wear or I just don't have the brain capacity to think about it is monochrome. That doesn't necessarily mean black and white. This can mean brown and beige because that's, dark brown, light brown. They're within the same family, therefore it's monotone. You could do this with like red and pink, light blue, dark blue. It works across the board and it makes outfits so easy. They are like your easiest possible colour palettes to go with. Another one of my easy ones is if you pick one item that has a pattern on, pick the colours from that pattern and use it in the rest of the outfit. So for example, I had a red gingham top on the other day that had a bit of white in, so I wore a white skirt with it. It looked great. Patterned items are great to pair with other things that are very basic because it gives it just one point of interest and it literally gives you a colour palette to work with. It makes it so much easier. If you want to experiment more with colour but you kind of don't know where to start, I would absolutely recommend going on Pinterest, looking at colour palettes there, or there is a colour palette website that I sometimes use and I can't think of the name right now, but I will put it on screen and in the description for you guys. And you can play around, you don't have to stick to whatever colours that they choose. You can mix and match, see what works for yourself. It's really fun. One of my favourite colour combinations is red and blue, which always makes me think of
blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns.
Honestly, colour is a great place to start when you're trying to figure out your fashion identity. Our next dressing tip is looking at shape. There are so many different shapes that you can achieve in an outfit. Some people look great in baggier clothes, a triangle kind of shape. Some people look great in skin tight. Some people look great in flowy. There's just so many different shapes and things that you can play with, and I urge you to go and play. I have a classic romantic essence, and I very much have an hourglass figure, even if it is bigger nowadays. So for me personally, I feel like I look best if I'm accentuating my waist. Even though yes, I like to accentuate my waist, I don't always. I also really like doing a baggy bottom and a tight top. However, you might like something completely different. Go do you. I want you to experiment, try out different shapes, and find what feels best for you. Whether you like to show some skin or you want to go for more modest, every which way works as long as you're happy. Whatever you feel good in, that's the shape that you should strive to. Tip number 3, juxtaposition. This is what makes your outfit go from boring to cool real fast. Simply put, it is adding an unexpected element to your outfit. So for me, that is usually done with the cut, colour, texture or pattern. You can do a very monochrome look and have one pop of colour. That would be juxtaposition. That's like the easiest way. Pattern speaks for itself. We've also used that example. Pick one thing that's patterned and that's your something different, and you tie it back in with the outfit by using colours from it. Texture is something really easy. You can have basically jersey everything and then just throw like a knitted cardigan on, and it's something that gives a little bit of interest in the outfit without taking away any comfort. You can also do this with more luxe fabrics, whether it's like a leather or pleather, satins. Just, it gives something different a little bit of interest. And finally, cut or shape is also a great way to do juxtaposition, which leads me to my next point, which is your basics don't have to be basic. So as a chronically ill person, I do wear a lot of loungewear. It's comfortable, but I like it to look elevated. And I like basics not to be boring. They need to have like a little bit of something. So something I invested in recently was t-shirts with ruching on the side. It shows off my waist, which is what I like in shape, but also it gives a little bit more interest into the outfit. Another one is a vest that I have, which has a little twist around the chest area. Makes the girls look great, but also it's really comfortable. It is literally just a vest with something a little bit different. And another one I got a little while back was a t-shirt that has a little wrap detail, so that again it emphasizes my shape, but also has something just a little bit different, so it's not just a boring t-shirt. Honestly, having a basic that has just like a little bit of interest to it makes my outfits look so much better. And you can obviously apply it to most garments, but I would say I tend to do more tops that have a little bit of interest rather than anything else. And finally, my favourite thing is an all-in-one outfit. What do I mean by that? Dresses, rompers, jumpsuits. For me, I love dresses. I'm not great with rompers. I do have a couple, but I don't really F with them very much. And jumpsuits, it's hard to find one that I really like. So dresses for me are a godsend. Honestly, it's one item and it's an outfit. You can dress it up, dress it down, accessorize, don't accessorize, whatever, and it can be comfy but look amazing. You've got less faffing with trying to get things to match. It's just the best thing. I love dresses so much. And for some reason, even though it's just one item, dresses make it look like you've put in way more effort than you actually have. I don't know what it is. I think it's the femininity of it all, but it just always look great. There is so much to play with dresses, and you can get so many ones that are so different from each other, whilst also being your style and being comfortable for you. And if you don't F with dresses, jumpsuits and rompers are a great alternative. There's one particular friend of mine, she looks great in dresses, but she looks amazing in a jumpsuit. She is my Elven queen, so obviously she looks great in a jumpsuit. She's very tall, she's gorgeous, but I don't know what it is. Some people just really suit them. And again, it's just one thing. It's one thing. And then you just have to find some shoes and a bag. Maybe some jewellery if you can be asked. And it's done. Amazing. They are a godsend for when I want to look good, but I don't have enough brain capacity to faff with the matching of things. So good. These are the rules that have made my dressing so much easier, but I still use them when I was well. I use them on both good and bad days. It makes dressing so much simpler and I always look put together. But I want you to remember that the most important part of an outfit is just the confidence to wear it. I am not always happy with how my body looks in this bigger state than what I'm used to. I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. There are still days where I just want to hide and not show anything off, or I dress up and I make myself feel good by putting together something that makes me look amazing. But even though I have insecurities, and I'm sure you do too, all you've got to remember is confidence is key, and people are often way more self-involved and aren't judging you nearly as much as what you think they are. Anyway, that was my 2 cents. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and please let me know if there are any other styling type videos or any other kinds of videos that you'd like to see from me, or just chat to me in the comments. I'm always around. For now though, happy styling, and I'll see you soon. Bye!